Chiefs are undefeated. And so they're the only undefeated team left in the National Football League. Lions are now first in the NFC, first in the NFC North. Here's my question. Now they're subpar. We showed you some great highlights from Patrick Mahomes, but overall wasn't his best game statistically. I also just mentioned these incredible stats that Jared Goff is putting up, and you've been talking about it all season. Is it about time we get serious about Goff in the MVP conversation?
It's been about time. Hear me out, Lions fans. This man should be the front runner for MVP. First and foremost, the last 3 games, he's had a pass rating of over 140. Here's a stat floating around everywhere. There's 4 people in the history of the NFL to do that. Aaron Rodgers in 2011, 1 MVP. Kurt Warner, greatest show on turf, 1999, 1 MVP. The only guy who didn't was Roger Staubach in 1971. Are you kidding me? This guy is playing the quarterback position as good as you can possibly play it. And what I loved about his game today, Jay, was he did it from a variety of standpoints. Okay, you come into this game, Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. He's known for pressures, exotic blitzes, that sort of thing. Jared Goff looked so comfortable back there. And it's not just his throws. Pre-snap, he's got to get his line set up. He knows exactly what's going on. And early on, he burned Brian Flores. You want to bring this blitz? I'll replace the ball at the blitz. Everybody's on the same page. Then some of those plays later, Flores is like, hey, I'm done blitzing. This guy's crushing me. No problem. I'll sit back there. I'll read through my progression, deliver the ball. He's playing the quarterback at an elite level. And what bothers me, but why he's not necessarily yet, I think he will be after this week, in the MVP conversation, is if Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes played the 3 weeks that Jared Goff just did, the race would be over. We'd be like, it's in the bag.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, because it's Jared Goff and he's not as popular as those 2 guys, we don't give him enough credit.
I think in a lot of ways, the fact that the Rams gave up on him sticks with him, right?
You nailed it.
Until he wins the Super Bowl, literally, that will be the time when people take Jared Goff seriously.
That's the narrative about Jared Goff right now, and it's absolutely criminal. This guy is playing the quarterback position as good as you can possibly play it. He's doing everything. He delivers the ball. I just said pre-snap, he's great. Post-snap, he's accurate.
Yep.
His squad loves him. They fight for him every single down. He has to overcome fake punts on his own 30-yard line. Don't think I forgot about that, which was ridiculous. How the trick plays now, it almost cost you a game. I digress, okay? He's got to do it all.
I know, he does have to overcome a lot of that.
Mahomes throws for 150 with 2 picks, and we're like, oh, what a sweet run.
Yeah.
Jared Goff is the absolute man. Rant over.
Okay, I cannot wait to talk to Todd Furman, our sports betting analyst from Las Vegas this week, and see how the lines move as far as Vegas is concerned on Jared Goff. Because if they don't, you're probably going to blow a gas.
I will.
Okay, let's talk about the 49ers very quickly. We mentioned it. So many injuries. I mean, it's actually incredible how many injuries this team has. But they've lost their 4th game of the season. They didn't lose their 4th game last year till Christmas. Are you ready to downgrade the Niners from Super Bowl contender?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I am. I think that in the NFC West, because all the teams are decently weak, I still like them to come out there as the division winner. But you look at the San Francisco 49ers with these injuries, with some of the locker room stuff, a lot of the drama, when will CMC be back, all of those things, versus the Lions, it's a different stratosphere. In fact, if I were to rank the NFC right now, I would have the Lions 1, Minnesota 2, Green Bay 3, San Fran 4. And Ayuk going down really hurts. Debo, I believe it's a sickness, should be back. But it's just been a big struggle. And I think beyond the offensive weapons that have been hurt, if you're a Niners fan, what's been disappointing has been their defense. I'm not saying they've been bad, but we are so used to them having an elite defensive unit that makes a ton of plays, and they're simply not doing that. You sit here and you look at this team. They've lost 4 games. They're behind the Seahawks right now at 3-4. They looked very, very poor today, and Ayuk goes down. Debo has been kind of on and off. Kittle has been probably the lone star, him and Brock Purdy, not Brock today, very tough game. And there's no sight of CMC coming back. It's tough times in San Fran right now.
I'm curious to see how this affects Kyle Shanahan throughout the year. You know, does Kyle Shanahan make it? He'll make it through the year. Does he make it through next offseason? That's a question I have.
It's a great question right there.
Okay. Are you excited about Monday night, Luke? We've got that double. It's kind of a double header, but it's happening pretty much at the same time. That's what we're doing now?
Yeah, I am excited. I'm not going to lie to you. I love watching the Ravens. The Chargers-Cardinals, that's just not my cup of tea.
I understand.
It's just not. It's just not my cup of tea.
But guess what game we're following? It's Chargers Cardinals. And after those two games, we'll be on. Yeah, we'll be on after the Chargers Cardinals because it's the later game. So you'll watch the earlier one. You'll reluctantly flip over to Chargers Cardinals with Luke and myself. But then the good news is after Cardinals Chargers is over, we'll be on.
Yes.
So that's
really worth the wait.